Hello everyone. I thought today, while I'm not looking like a complete POS, I would share a little video about everything that's been going on and kind of like a more broad sort of timeline of everything, and just be like a little bit more clear on exactly what we've done so far and what we need to do and just everything like that. And I guess for people that are just curious about the process, as I was, just to have like one sort of video that sums that up. Now I'm sure there's like 1,000 videos like this online, but if you know me personally, it might be nice to just hear it coming from me and just know that I've done this. So yeah, if that's something that you're into, yeah, I think you'll really enjoy this. And if it's something that you've thought about, yeah, I just hope that I can make you excited and, you know, show you the process. And yeah, I guess we'll get into it. I'm literally gonna like word vomit this. I haven't prepared anything, so like we're just gonna see what happens and just go for it. So yeah, I knew about this only through my friend. Like I assumed that you could move abroad, but I didn't know anything about anything, right? And I think I jokingly said it to my friend, and he told me the kind of visa I need, which is an IEC visa, which is International Experience Canada. Can you not? Good. Can you not? Say. I can't.
Oh, don't push me down to the ground.
Sorry about that. So Canada have a few countries that they allow people to come in on this visa, right? But the catch is that you have to be, it's like for young people, I think it's 18 to 30 for Australia. And I assume there's some other rules, like obviously you probably can't have a criminal record and stuff like that, and no driving offences and that kind of thing. But there's a list of like requirements as you go on the site. Like it's very straightforward on the site of who you need to be and, you know, what you need to provide and all that kind of thing. So it's very straightforward. They have what they call is a pool. So you put yourself into the pool and then they invite you to apply. And if you get invited to apply, that's when you put in all your information, and then from there they accept or deny your entry, I guess. So they only take a set amount of people per year, and the pools are only open like certain times, which I didn't know when I did it. I just did it and didn't really think anything of it, but turns out their pools were closing like very close to when I applied, and Stefan almost didn't get in. So yeah, it was like a whole thing, but it was fine. So when I initially applied, I think I just gave my basic stuff like name, passport details, all that kind of thing. Very straightforward. And then from there, once we got invited to apply, is when we gave a lot of information. So we gave like our resume, our family details, kind of very general stuff about yourself, a police certificate, that kind of thing. And then once you put all that information in, then you have to go give your biometrics, which is basically like your fingerprints and like a photo of you and that kind of thing, just for them to say that they've met you. We did that in Sydney. If you want to check that out, there's a previous video on that. That would have been very straightforward if it wasn't for COVID. When we went, you only have 30 days to get it done, and it was like just stuff was going crazy. There was like, you know, hard to fly and like all these strict rules and quarantine rules, and just like everything was awful. So yeah, that was really bad timing. Again, I didn't know that it was like everything was going to blow up. And the reason I applied so early was because on the website it said if you're planning to travel in the next 12 months, then apply now. So that's why we got it done. Once you get your I guess you call it like your visa, right? You have 1 year to activate it. So once they've given it to you, it's called a POE. Once you have, that's like a piece of paper, right? And then once you get to Canada, you go to immigration, you give them that, and then that's when a immigration officer approves your work permit, and then as of then it's like activated, right? And once it's activated, you get to be in Canada 2 years total. You can go back and forth, you can whatever, like it's just 2 years total. It'll expire in 2 years from that date, and Then from there you can still be in Canada, you just have to be on a visitor, or you can apply for PR and yeah, that sort of thing. So yeah, it's a very, very cool experience. And Stefan just made the cut. He is turning 30 this year, so it was perfect timing for us. It's okay that he turns 30. Once you've got your POE, even if you turn 30, it's fine. So some of the things entering Canada, we need to have proof of funds. So we need to have like a certain amount of savings, which is like only 2,500 Canadian, so it's nothing too much. You have to have insurance the whole time, so that's going to cost probably like $1,000 to $2,000 per person, which is just yeah, in case anything happens, then you know you're covered, which is like not the worst thing to have, because the American healthcare system is like really, really expensive, so that's totally fine by me. What else do you need? I think that's it. It's mainly like once you get there is when there's things that I'll need to do. Like once we arrive, we need to set up our SIN, which is like their tax file number. I'll have to set up a bank account. I'll have to set up a mobile phone plan. And I'll change over my driver's license so that I can drive there, because I assume you can drive. I don't know what the rules are exactly, but you can only swap your license over like within a certain amount of time. So we'll probably do that straight away. Obviously you have to find work and all that. During COVID, you had to have a valid job offer to enter Canada, but they've changed that now. You don't have to have a job. I think you have to be fully vaccinated, though, is probably like the only catch. But there hasn't been any talk of boosters or anything like that, so that's quite good. I think you just have to show got your COVID vaccine, and you have to have a negative PCR before you leave. Within 72 hours. Yeah, most of it was straightforward. I had to pay so the visa cost me about almost $400 per person to get. That includes our biometrics. I had to pay like whatever for a police certificate, $20 or something like that. I bought a proof of age card, $20. I'm gonna have to get my driver's license history, which is another $20 or something like that. I haven't done that yet. What else? We had to get like a proper photo, and I just went and did it on like a website so that I didn't have to worry about it. That was like $10 or something like that. So there are little costs along the way, but nothing too crazy. I had to pay for flights to get to Sydney, but we made a day of it, so it's nothing too bad. Yeah, you know, money's money. It's like things have to cost money. I'm totally okay with that. I don't mind. My probably biggest concern is just like us getting work, but like we can organize things, but we can't really apply for anything. I want to work in a ski town to start with in the winter, and I'm not sure after that, but I'll probably save that for another video, because I want to keep this to like exactly what you need to do. But I think that basically sums it up. A lot of weird terminology and like things I'd never heard before, like work permit and visa, and you know, there's a lot of things that you need to kind of wrap your head around. PR and all that kind of stuff, there's a lot of other terminology in that section, but that's like a whole other thing, so I'm not gonna think about that quite yet, but that is something that we are considering. I'll say that again for another video, because I have looked into it and there are options for us, so I'm really excited about that. Yeah, overall, like their website is pretty straightforward. You just have like a thing that you log in and it's all there ready for you, and you just upload all your details. One thing that really helped me was there's an International Experience Canada Facebook group, and there's moderators on there that help with everything. So any questions you have, like a lot of questions have already been asked in the past, so you can just search and all the information will come up on how to do things. And then if you have any new questions, you can ask them, and yeah, they're really helpful. And then obviously like other people who have been through experiences, they will comment things, and like yeah, it's really good. So yeah, I'm very happy with the experience, to be honest. Looking back, I'm probably just was stressed because of COVID made things a lot harder. Yeah, that was nothing. I thought it was like it is a big deal, and I'm very thankful to be let into their country. Like, you know, I guess I've won the lottery in a sense that they've accepted my application, and I'm very happy that everything worked out pretty well. But yeah, next step is just getting myself sorted. I feel like there's so much to sort out moving forward, but that's more to do with like moving and our house and that kind of thing. But you know what, my visa worked out, so I'm sure that everything else will work out too. And if it doesn't work out, then I'm sure I'll find a way to fix it, because everything can be fixed. I put the wrong address on my police certificate and I still got my visa. Well, I didn't, like, I had to wait for my new one and tell them and blah blah blah, and also I had to send them what they call a web form when we we had to extend our biometrics, had to do that. I had to send them a web form and just like explain what's going on. So like a lot of things went wrong, and it was honestly, it all worked out. So there's proof that it doesn't matter if things don't work out perfectly. Everything's going to be alright. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was very informative. If you have any questions, just leave them down below and I'll get back to you. But yeah, if you want to talk to me privately about, you know, anything to do with this, go for it, because I'd love to help anyone out who's interested moving to Canada. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. If you want to subscribe or, you know, whatever, I would be very happy if you did that, because I'm gonna have so much Canada content coming soon and America content, and I'm so excited for it. So yeah, get excited for that. And if you want to know anything about how things have gone previously in real time, I have plenty of videos like summarizing everything that we've been going through and just how I was feeling in the moment. So yeah, definitely check those out as well. Okay, catch you.